So back with the lions now, guys, and you can see the little ones are quite a bit more active than when we had them earlier. Lots of tail flicking and playing and fighting with the grass, or just being silly. Shame. Seems like one of the females, the mom of the older set of cubs, she's gotten up and left. That one that was looking intently in the direction as where we're actually sitting at the moment, but we didn't see her coming out. Well, when we came in, we didn't see her coming out, so we'll have to see. You can see that little guy is busy stalking one of his cousins. I think they are. Look at that. Oh, shame. What the? You can see Mom is not quite in the mood for having the larger cubs with the little ones just yet. As you can imagine, guys, if they start playing with one another, there's a big size difference. So with that being the case, they can hurt these little ones quite easily, even if they're just being playful. So Mom's just being a bit more careful when it comes to that. Which is understandable, you know. Otago, yes, so that's exactly what this mom was trying to prevent right now. Sometimes when the cubs are all by themselves, you know, when the moms leave the cubs to go out looking for food or to hunt, and there's larger cubs and smaller cubs playing with one another, the probability of the larger cubs hurting the little ones when they're just busy playing is very high. So that's why she just made sure now that doesn't happen. Can see her talking to the one was in trouble now, the little one. She's gonna most likely give these cubs a shot as well, if the little ones are the ones causing trouble now, because they're running up to the larger cubs, and shame, the mom is not going to be happy with that. And you look at how perfectly he's already lying in a stalking mode, waiting for Ita. Lots of energy, hey guys. Here it comes another growl, most likely. Mom's going to come say hello to the big ones. So she's talking now more to the cubs. This is so special, guys. I don't know if you know what we're seeing. This is incredible, incredible sighting. Shame, and these little ones are just causing trouble the whole time now. You can see those older cubs, they're not even in the mood to look at these smaller ones now. The mom has made her point clear. But the little ones are now continuing to go closer to them. Guys, this is such a special sighting. They are just full of too much energy. Jacqueline, in a professional matter, no, I haven't. However, when I was a little smaller or a little younger, we were once at a rehabilitation center where there were lions that was, the mom got sick and didn't make it, so the cubs were brought to the rehabilitation center, and there I not played, but there we were able to touch and be around them. It's a special thing to do. However, I'm not a fan of it at all. I mean, having a sighting like this is much better than being in a cage that, well, not a cage, it was an enclosure, but being in an enclosure where there's lions being raised by people, you know. So, yeah, I have once. It was, in the moment, it was nice to be able to have the king of the beasts play around you, but this is much better. Yeah, they've got so much energy. And there's some fighting going on. Olga, so typically, well, these guys are going to have to get a little bit bigger. Oh, shame. Those sounds are just amazing. They're going to have to get a bit bigger in stature, so for them to get to the point where they might be able to play with the larger cubs, probably, I want to say at the age of 7.5 months, then they're going to be about 1.5 times the size of what they are now. A little bit more sturdy, and I think she'll relax a little bit more at that point. She'll have to, because I mean, she can't be that protective forever. She'll want to be, but I don't think she'll be able to do so. She'll have to go out and hunt and do other things as well. Oh, guys, I don't think anyone realizes how special this is, to have that to have the cubs playing like that, but also to have the interaction between the different age groups, and then between the adult and the larger cubs. And then also, you know, I don't know if you noticed how she was talking firmly to the little ones at a point to tell them they should stop doing what they're doing now. It's always special to see interaction between the animals. I feel like that one is the naughty one. See, he's already pushing the boundaries again. He's itching to get to those larger cubs again. So, yes, they will. However, these cubs are so close in age that most likely they'll all be kicked out together. As soon as the first males get to that point where they start showing interest in the females in the pride, the males will then kick out all of the young boys. So you find coalitions forming that are not only brothers, but also half-brothers half-brothers of one another. So if, let's say, for instance, in the small cub group, there's 2 males, and I know in the larger, this one that the cubs got beaten now, the older cubs, they have 2 males as well and 1 female. And then in the middle set of cubs, there's, I think, 1 male and 2 females. So that's 5 boys that will be kicked out together most likely, and they'll then link up and form a coalition. But if the cubs are not close in age to one another, you will find that within a litter, the males that were born in that litter, so the siblings, will then form coalitions, 2 or 3, or, well, depending on how many cubs and how many males there were in the litter. They're just the cutest things. Everything inside his body is telling him he should go to the larger cubs, but he knows what his mom said a little earlier, so there's that little handbrake that's stopping him. Guys, we're going to stay with the pride for a little bit, see what happens, if there's any more of the action that we just witnessed, or if they get mobile, we'll let you know.